Good morning, children. This class we are going to learn features, advantages and disadvantages of flowchart. The first point is features of flowchart. The first feature is a flowchart should have only one start and one stop symbol. Correct? One start, one stop. So that is the first feature. Second one is the general direction of flow in any flowchart should be from top to bottom or from right to left. By default or normally we write top to bottom. In some cases we will write or draw from left to right. Third one is the flow line should not cross each other. Here you see always it is mentioned here. Here the S will not cross like this, go to here. No, it won't cross the lines each other. Last point is if a flowchart occupies more than one page, then off-page connectors should be used to direct the flow of information. Do you remember? There are two connectors. One is on page and off page. Do you remember the last class? In the same page you divide into two parts and you continue. In the same page you use which connector? Exactly, on page connector. But this page is over, you started, this page is over, then you go to next page, then we have to use or you must use off page connectors. So these are the four features of flowchart. Next point is advantages of flowchart. Advantages. We will see what are the advantages of flowchart. The first point of the advantage is communication. The pictorial representation of flowchart provides better communication. How we can find out the advantages? We are comparing with which one? Exactly, algorithm. So if we compare algorithm and flowchart, which will be easy? Of course, flowchart. Why? Because it is a pictorial representation. Second one, effective analysis. Effective analysis. What is effective analysis? It is a very useful technique as flowchart is a pictorial representation that helps the programmer to analyze the problem in details. If a problem you found which have written there in a sentence, 5 paragraphs, and the same program you have draw a small picture with that same place, which one will be easy? Yes. So there is another advantage of flowchart. We can find out where is the problem. And next one is, as usual, I told the same example. If you have given a storybook without pictures and another book with pictures and few sentences, which one is so effective? Which one will communicate easily? Exactly. So which one we can keep as a documentation? Which one we can do? Exactly, the picture one, that may be 2-3 pages. They are documenting the story. If it is the same thing in a sentences, 20 pages, that also documenting. So this is the advantages of a flowchart. Next one is efficient coding. Efficient coding. Flowchart acts as a roadmap for the programmers. When you go to the Bangalore, what you will do? Yeah, exactly. Map. correct roadmap. So it will show, okay, you go to directly Hiriyur and that way, or you go to Davanagere and that to round and come back to Bangalore. So there are many ways. It will show the easy one only. Same way, flowchart. Okay, come start. Answer the phone. How can we help? Okay, go here. If it is not go there, if we go here, what will happen? If we go here, what will happen? See here. Everything give an efficient coding in the flowchart. Next one is proper debugging. Debugging. What do you mean by debugging? Exactly, finding the errors. Using a flowchart, we can systematically detect, locate, and remove the mistake. So 3 things. Detect where is the problem, and we can locate where it is, and easily you can remove that error from that program. Next one is efficient program maintenance. Once you found out there is an error here, oh, here you see there is an error. Once you found the error, then what you can do? You can maintain very easily. You just change only that place in that location, only those things. So very efficiently you can maintain it. We will see what are the disadvantages of flowcharts. Complex logic. What do you mean by complex? Yeah, difficult. Suppose if it is a long problem, example, okay, preparing a mass card. Your test is coming soon. Is it? Approximately October 3rd onwards, you may start the first test. If you have to prepare a mass card, then we have to find if you get less than 17, fail. More than 17, pass. Then more than 20, B plus, A plus, it is going on. And after that, you will find the average and you give the mark. If it is such a long problem to solve, then it will be difficult. Why? Because drawing. See here, first page is over, connected, and coming to next page again. So then third page. So it will be difficult in complex logic. Second one is alterations and modifications. If alterations are required, then flowchart may require a complete redrawing. What it is? Redrawing. Why? Because if we start from here and there may be a mistake here, then from here onwards all you have to change. You have to redraw again. And the last one is reproduction. Again, creating another one. As the flowchart symbols cannot be typed, reproduction of flowchart becomes a problem. Example, if it is in a sentence, you made one mistake, what you will do? That word you delete and retype again. But you found an error, so what you have to do? As explained, the problem of alteration and modification in the last point. Yeah, from the second point onwards, you have to redraw again and you continue until stop. So these are the 3 disadvantages. One is complex logic, second one is alterations and modification, and third one is reproduction. Now, I am going to explain the 10th question, which I have given extra question answers in that one 10th question. And open page number 50. There is a question and answer also. What is the question? Write an algorithm and make a flowchart to find the factorial of a number. Factorial of a number. I am giving a factorial of 3. Then how I will do? 1 into 2 into 3. Okay, so we will get the factorial. That means 1 into 2, 2 3s are 6. So what is the factorial of 3? 6. If I write 4, okay, factorial of 4, user is giving 4. So what you will do? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. So you multiply and you multiply again. So you will get the factorial. Or how we can find the algorithm or flow chart to find the factorial of a number. First one, start. Then what is the first step? Read number, NUM. So number is a variable. NUM, number is a variable. Then what is second step? Initialize. That means give, assign a value. Counter, initialize counter. Fact is equal to 1, J is equal to 1. So now we have taken 3 variables. First one is NUM, num is a one variable. Another one is fact is another variable. J is another variable. 3 variables. And fact variable we have assigned a value 1. And J variable we assigned value 1. Third step, compute fact is equal to fact into J. So the variable fact is equal to, what is that? Fact into J. That means fact into J means 1 into 1. 1 into 1. See here, fact is equal to fact into J means 1 into 1. Then increment J by 1. Increment means increase. Add J by 1. J means what is J value? 1. 1 by 1. 1 plus 1. Then J is equal to 1 plus 1. What is the value of J now? 1 plus 1, 2. Step 4. Check if J is less than equal to num. So number should be what we have given by the user in this variable. Number should be is equal to or less than J. If the condition is true, repeat step 4. If the condition is true, true means again come here. And what do you have to do? Fact is equal to fact into J. Again J is equal to J plus 1. If false were to go here down. Okay, down. Go to step 5. What is that? Display factorial or fact. And print value stored in fact. What is stored here in print, you get the output or display. Now I will explain with numbers. First one, we have to assign a value for variable number. So I am assigning a value 3. Now what is next one? Fact. Okay, I am giving here fact. Now what is next one? J. So J is equal to 1 now, and number already user has given n, and fact is equal to 1. Now if fact is equal to fact into J, 1 into 1, 1 ones are 1, again 1. Then J is equal to J plus 1. J is equal to J plus 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 1 plus 1, 2. Then J is equal to or less than number. Is it true? Yes. If it is true, come here. Then what? Fact is equal to fact into J. Fact is equal to fact into J. Okay, into. That means 1 2s are 2. Then J is equal to J plus 1. J is equal to J plus 1 means 2 plus 1, 3. 3 is equal to or less than number? Yes, it is equal to. True. Again, come here. What is next one? Again, fact is equal to fact into J. What is the fact? 2. 2 into J. 2 into J. How much? 2 3s are 6. So now first 1 was served in fact and 2 was served in the variable fact. Presently 6 is served in fact variable. Then continue. 6, you got the 6. Then j is equal to j plus 1. J is equal to j plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4. If 4 less than or equal to number we are given 3. No, false. If it is false, what to do? False. Display fact. What do you have to display fact? This is the display fact. After that, you will get the print out. Print fact. What will print? Answer is 6. So factorial of a number. Which number? 3 is 6. Children, I hope you understood a simple algorithm and flowchart of factorial of a number. Once again, practice well with different numbers. 3, you practice with 4, you practice with 5, with the same procedure, step by step. It will be very easy. Thank you.